What if I told you that a single vehicle just made half the SUV market look completely outdated? That's not hype. That's the 2026 T2 AWD Super Premium, and it just landed like a thunderclap. It's been quietly building momentum for years, and just when the world wasn't paying full attention, they dropped this. The T2 AWD Super Premium isn't just an upgrade, it isn't just a refresh. This is a full-blown statement, a machine engineered to dominate trails, turn heads on city streets, and make luxury feel accessible without ever feeling cheap. Buckle up, because the game just changed. Look at this thing, seriously, just look at it. The exterior design of the 2026 T2 is what happens when you hand an aerospace team a blank sheet of paper and tell them to build an SUV. The front fascia is commanding, a wide, sculpted grille flanked by razor-thin matrix-LED headlights that cut through the dark like twin laser beams. There's an almost predatory quality to the way this car stares you down. The hood has that high, muscular rise that signals pure capability before you even touch the ignition. Round the side, the T2 rides on a stance that is genuinely imposing. Massive all-terrain wheels, available in up to 21 inches, sit flush with flared wheel arches that look like they were chiseled out of solid intention. The roofline flows back with just enough coupe-like aggression without sacrificing headroom. A full-length panoramic glass roof stretches almost the entire length of the cabin, flooding the interior with light and making the whole experience feel open, cinematic, almost dreamlike. And that contrast between the rugged body cladding and the premium chrome and gloss trim, insane, it works. Out back, the T2 wraps up with a full-width LED light bar that connects the taillights in one seamless glowing strip, an unmistakable signature that you'll recognize in your mirror from a mile away. He's offering the T2 Super Premium in a curated palette of deep obsidian black, stellar silver, alpine white, and a jaw-dropping volcanic orange that makes every other color feel boring by comparison. Now step inside and prepare to have your expectations completely dismantled. The interior of the 2026 T2 AWD Super Premium feels like someone took a first-class aircraft cabin and gave it 4 wheels. The moment those soft closed doors seal shut, you're in a different world. Ambient lighting washes across the dashboard in 64 configurable colors. The seats, heated, ventilated, and massaging front and rear, are wrapped in a premium Nappa leather and combination that feels indulgent from the first second of contact. This isn't imitation luxury. This is the real thing. Centerpiece of the cabin is a commanding 15.6-inch floating that runs next-generation JTOS infotainment platform. It's fast, responsive, and beautifully laid out. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard. There's also a 10.25-inch digital driver display and a heads-up display that projects critical navigation and speed data directly onto the windshield. You barely have to move your eyes. Everything flows toward you. Steering wheel is a flat-bottom, heated, leather-wrapped piece of art with capacitive touch controls embedded right into the spokes. There's a fully digital instrument cluster that shifts its layout and color scheme based on your selected drive mode. Go off-road and it flips to a rugged, terrain-focused interface. Activate sport mode and the whole cockpit sharpens up in red. It's theater, it's technology, it's both at once. Storage is thoughtful, a deep wireless charging pad, multiple USB-C ports front and rear, a refrigerated center console compartment because yes, that's a thing now, and enough ambient LED accent strips woven through the door panels to make a midnight drive feel like a private lounge experience. The second row is equally premium, reclining rear seats, rear AC controls, individual screen options, and enough legroom to make long-haul journeys genuinely enjoyable. This SUV does not punish your passengers. Now let's talk about what makes the T2 AWD Super Premium genuinely different, the performance architecture underneath that beautiful body. Flagship is a plug-in hybrid system pairing a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with dual electric motors, one on each axle. That gives you true electric all-wheel drive. Combined output hits a very real, very serious 430 horsepower and 650 Newton-meters of torque. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, 4.8 seconds. That is not a number you expect from a family SUV. That's a number that makes sports car drivers uncomfortable. On pure electric power alone, the T2 Super Premium delivers up to 120 kilometers of zero-emission range, more than enough for most daily commutes without burning a drop of fuel. The combined PHEV range stretches to over 1,000 kilometers on a full tank with a full charge. This is a vehicle that genuinely bridges two worlds, and it does it better than most competitors who've been in the game far longer. The AWD system is not a lazy, passive setup. It's an intelligent torque vectoring platform that continuously reads road conditions, wheel slip, and driver input dozens of times per second, redistributing power between axles and individual wheels in real time. Take it on loose gravel, mud, deep sand, or rocky terrain, and the T2 responds with a confidence that borders on supernatural. Has included dedicated off-road drive modes, sand, rock, snow, and mud, along with a locking rear differential and a genuinely capable ground clearance of 220 millimeters. Hill descent control, hill start assist, and a 360-degree camera system with a transparent underbody view make this one of the most capable off-road luxury SUVs at any price point. On the highway, the adaptive air suspension, standard on the Super Premium trim, delivers a ride that is smooth in a way that seems physically impossible for a vehicle this capable off-road. It reads the road, adjusts in milliseconds, and isolates the cabin from the outside world with remarkable precision. Wind noise is minimal. Road noise is nearly absent. It is genuinely serene. Safety has packed the T2 with a full Level 2+ autonomous driving suite. Adaptive cruise control with stop and go, lane centering, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, driver attention monitoring, automatic parking, and a 540-degree surround view system. The car can, in the right conditions, handle highway driving almost entirely on its own. That's technology that brands like BMW and Mercedes are charging a premium for. Is putting it in standard equipment. Now, where does the 2026 T2 AWD Super Premium sit in the competitive landscape? Let's be direct. The Land Cruiser has legacy and bulletproof reliability, but it doesn't have this level of tech or EV capability. The EV9 is smart and well-built, but it doesn't offer this kind of raw off-road muscle. The Outlander PHEV paved the road conceptually, but the T2 has completely lapped it in terms of power, refinement, and interior quality. And Tesla's Model X, futuristic, fast, but road-limited, and without the genuine off-road soul that the T2 possesses, isn't just competing with these names. In several key areas, it is beating them. Expected pricing for the 2026 T2 AWD Super Premium starts at approximately $38,000 USD for entry variants, with the fully loaded Super Premium AWD configuration landing in the $47,000 to $52,000 range, depending on region and optional packages. Deliveries are expected to begin in mid to late 2026 across key international markets, with order books already opening in China, the Middle East, Southeast Asia, and select European markets. North American availability is being confirmed, and if it lands there at this price point, it will cause a genuine disruption. Here's the verdict, and it's not a complicated one. The 2026 T2 AWD Super Premium is exactly what this segment needed. It's proof that you no longer have to sacrifice style for capability, or technology for affordability, or luxury for off-road performance. It has built something that does all of it at once without compromise, and at a price that makes its rivals genuinely nervous. This is not a brand you can afford to underestimate anymore. The 2026 T2 Super Premium isn't just a new arrival. It's an arrival that changes the conversation entirely. The era of next-gen off-road luxury has officially begun and just wrote the opening chapter.